Hello friends and welcome back. I'm still slowly crawling through Act 6, and my last path in 6.4.1 is this path here with a new node called Gimme. So Gimme says that whenever the attacker regenerates health, the defender is dealt direct damage equal to 400% of the health gained, but the defender takes 75% less damage from all other sources and is immune to dot effects. Now normally for something like this I would just use one of my high damage champs like Guillotine and overpower the damage reduction, but with the power gain at 200% and the power sting nodes on this path, dealing significant damage without the use of regen is really tedious and ultimately just not worth the hassle. So there have been a bunch of other videos with some different ways to counter this path. Obviously you need somebody with easy and consistent access to regen, so I've seen lots of good options presented like Blade. You can cheese it with magic. Clairvoyant works well, but today I'm going to show you a different option and one that I think is pretty damn effective. Venom the Duck. Alright, so to make Venom the Duck work on this lane, you need to ramp him up. Fortunately, there's an easy fight against Deadpool first up on the lane. The idea is that you want to get 3 regens banked by the end of this fight. That way, at the start of each subsequent fight, you can re-bank the regens with a heavy attack and be stacked up to 10 by the 4th fight. So your damage is going to increase with every successive fight. So let's take a look at what a fight looks like with an R5 Venom the Duck with all 10 regens banked and active. Okay, so right off the bat you can see we're going in with less than full health, so the regens will start putting in work immediately. Let's freeze the fight here. You can see we're doing 3,400 damage a tick, which is about 7,000 per second. Venom the Duck's regen buffs last for 12 seconds, which is a grand total of around 82,000 damage per cycle. And once your regens end, you build back up to your SP3, fire it off again to start the cycle over. And since they're regens, they cover up for any mistakes you might make throughout the fight, which is also really great. In fact, I usually, on previous fights, I had to allow myself to take like a heavy or two to the face each cycle in order to remove significant chunks of my health in order that so that the regens could do their job. So let's fast forward the fight a little bit and you can see something else. Alright, so you watched me miss time an SP1 there, and it left me at 6% health, healing up a little bit from willpower. Now normally that would be a pretty bad thing, especially in this content, but all I have to do here is launch my SP3 and let it take over. And once this really great animation is finished, so you can see that I'm regenerating pretty quickly and taking off just huge chunks of his health. At the end of it, I will have regenerated close to 60% of my max health, and I took off about 30% of his at the same time. You might even say that it was very effective. Yeah, see what I did there? Cyclops, effective? Get it? Anybody? Yeah? Alright, so another way that Venom the Duck works in your favor is if you have to revive. So let's go to the next clip. Alright, so here I accidentally ate an SP3 against this Ronin, and I'm just going to pop a 20% revive. Since I have guaranteed regen buffs at the start of the fight, it's basically just going to kill him outright without really needing any additional hits. And then, of course, it'll have the added benefit of giving me additional health, so saves you a little bit on revives there. So there you go, I landed a couple hits, regened up to 40 or so, and he is dead. So last thing that I wanted to note here is that Venom the Duck can't take every fight in this lane. So there's a Symbiote Supreme near the end of the path that will just KO him instantly because he will nullify the regens at the start of the fight. And he also can't do the Venom the Duck mini-boss because of the Spectre node at the start of the fight. But the good news is that he is such a good option for the rest of the path that you can just bring him and then utilize the other 4 spots on your team to deal with just those 2 fights. And of course the Iceman boss. So hope this was helpful to you, and thank you for watching. As always, hit that like button if you would be so kind, subscribe if you want to see some more stuff as I work my way through Act 6, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.